What's up guys, and in this video I'm going to be going over the 7 things that you need to do before you start selling on Amazon FBA. So if you don't know me already, my name is Carter Maxwell. I'm a 17-year-old entrepreneur and I go by the nickname of the High School Hustler. And if you're trying to create an online business and make money while you sleep, then this is the channel for you, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Let's get right into it. The first thing you need to know when starting to sell on Amazon FBA is the buy box. So the buy box is on each product listing on Amazon and is basically Amazon's way of showing the customer the best possible product to purchase. It all comes into play from the seller's feedback ratings to the condition of the product and the price overall. So what you might not know is that actually 82% of Amazon's website sales actually come from the buy box, and with mobile purchases that percentage only increases. So if you are missing out on the buy box and don't fully understand the buy box, you need to know and you need to understand it, because if you don't and you don't get the buy box, you're going to be missing out on crucial sales. So the second thing you need to do before you start selling on Amazon is to obviously pick your Amazon business model. So if it be private label, drop shipping, wholesaling, retail arbitrage, or just selling individual items in general, okay? So just depending on your skill set and obviously the access to different resources depending on your location, choose a business model. For instance, if you live in the middle of nowhere, you're probably not going to have the best access to garage sales or thrift stores, so that retail arbitrage and reselling individual items in general is probably not going to be the best for you. So depending on your location, pick a business model. The third thing to do before you start selling on Amazon is to understand restricted categories. So what you don't know is, if you're a new seller, there are certain categories on Amazon that you are not allowed to sell products in. They are gated, and the only way to sell on them is to apply for different invoices, manufacturer information to get ungated, and it's a very confusing process. So make sure you don't spend money on products that are going to be sold within those restricted categories, because you could potentially be in a hole and lose a lot of money. So when you're scanning and when you're looking items up back on Amazon, always refer to the category that that item is listed in, so that you are not trying to purchase and sell an item that you are not actually going to be able to sell because it is in a restricted category. So the fourth thing to do before you start selling on Amazon is not only set up your Amazon seller account, but download the Amazon seller app. It's a free app, and it's basically the mobile phone version of your Amazon seller account, which you can also scan on. So the greatest feature is obviously the scan feature, to where you can go and scan an item's barcode. Amazon will then bring up all the data for the product, including a picture, title, sales rank, active competitor prices, and all the information that you could possibly want when doing your product research. So the fourth thing to do is obviously download the Amazon seller app, go through into your account, go through your messages, your sales for that day, and also you can scan. It's a great, well-known app, and it's free as well, so that's the fourth thing that you need to do. So the fifth thing that you want to do is you want to understand all Amazon FBA fees, because if you don't, you're going to be purchasing products and you're going to be unaware of the fees that you're being charged for, and you're going to end up possibly losing lots of money. So always understand your FBA fees. There's 2 different options that you have to actually view your fees. You can do it through the Amazon seller app, which is actually, once you pull down the product on the Amazon seller app, you can then click on an active price and see the different fees that Amazon takes out, including referral fees, fees from the total price, and you can obviously enter whatever amount that you had paid for the product. So that is on the Amazon seller app. That is the most convenient, especially when you're using your phone. But if you would like to actively go through and find out the different calculations for multiple products, I would recommend using Amazon Seller FBA Fee Calculator, and you have to most likely do it from a computer. And on there, you're going to be able to go through and access multiple products to run your research through and see the different fees and actions through those items. So you have 2 different options, both free. One's on the mobile phone, one's for the computer. Both great apps, so make sure you go through there when you're first starting out and actually go through and analyze the different fees and what Amazon is exactly charging you for. So the 6th thing to go over when you are selling on Amazon FBA is understand product condition. This is very, very important, especially when you want to keep a healthy feedback related account, okay? Because if you're selling a product as very good and it's got torn up pages, for instance, you're selling a book, okay, and maybe the spine is torn and a couple pages are folded, and you try to list that book as very good condition and someone purchases it expecting it in very good condition and it's got all these different wears and tears on it, they're going to leave you a negative feedback on your seller account, which really hurts you because you want the highest percentage on your Amazon seller account that you can, because that's going to help you win the buy box. And like we talked about earlier, buy box is basically the live or die. If you get the buy box, you're going to make the sale. If you don't get the buy box, you're most likely not. So always you want to just be honest about the condition. Even in the condition notes, if it's like good to very good, just type a quick description of what exactly the product looks like. If it be a book or CD, if there's any scratches, any cracks or anything, go over that and let the customer know before they purchase it what exact condition that book is in, so that you can minimize any possible negative feedbacks for your seller account. So guys, the seventh and final thing you need to do before you start selling on Amazon FBA is find motivation within yourself, okay? Because you've obviously clicked on this video for a reason, either if you're a new seller and you wanted to look how to advance, or if you're looking into selling on Amazon FBA, you're here for a reason. So you've already found your motivation. If it be you want financial freedom, if it be you just want some extra income coming into your bank account with very minimal work, you can do that with this platform. That's why the potential of the Amazon FBA platform is amazing, because you don't really fulfill much. You just have to source the product and then send it to the warehouse and make sure it sells, because when it sells, Amazon will then fulfill it. So it's a super convenient and efficient business model for you. But you're not going to be able to run this business if you don't have any inner motivation to keep going, because you're going to be making mistakes along the way, but you just need to know that you need to learn from your mistakes and keep building your business up to reach that success that you like and that you want and that you desire. So that's it for this video on the 7 things to do before you start selling on Amazon FBA. Feel free to comment below with any questions and or video ideas you would like to see in the future. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe, as I'm always giving away different tips and tricks on how to make money online. And on that note, I will see you guys next video.